Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you again this morning for a Tuesday album review, and this is for Schoolboy Q's uh, album, Blank Face LP, that I'm going to be reviewing for the Tuesday album review. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this review. Now, I wasn't sure what to think of this album. There were some good songs on it, but the only one I had a big issue with was that part with Kanye West's verse in it, going in it, and I don't know. He repeats the same words, and I don't really like that. Where he's like, walking, living legend, man, I feel like Kobe, or whatever, and it kind of sounds dumb. It's He ain't no walking, living legend at all. And I heard that he's running for president, and I'm like, oh shit. Like, this dumb motherfucker. Like, he ain't gonna get in. But, yeah, everything else about this album is not so bad. Is it the best thing I've heard? I wouldn't say it's the best thing, but it's good. It wasn't disappointing. It delivered with certain songs. It's just when you get past John Muir or Mur or whatever, or however you pronounce it, Muir or something. I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's it gets a little dull, but then you hit Black Thoughts and you're like, okay, that's actually not too bad. I'm like, that's actually a pretty good one. Can't believe he made like 8 singles off this album. Schoolboy Q did. I actually like him as a rapper. I didn't hate Crash Talk. I thought that was pretty good. But Crash Talk definitely got repetitive with some lyrics. So it may not have been the best album, but I still liked it. But I already rated it an 8.5 out of 10 for that album, so I'm just going to stick with that rating. This one, I think, is probably the weakest album, but it's not a terrible one. I wasn't. Is it a step up from Oxymoron? No, it's unfortunately not. Um, it's good. It's just there are a couple tracks I wasn't that keen on liking, like "Know You Wrong" and "Whatever You Want" was. Big Body was. I thought that was pretty good, but eh, it it's kind of the flow of the album that makes it seem a little dulled out towards the end of it, but nothing too major where I had a big problem with. I think that part was the only one I had a big problem with, and that was the only song I just couldn't like as much. But I gave it a 4 out of 5 just to be nice, because I did like Schoolboy Q's verses. Those were pretty good. Lord Have Mercy and Torch were great ways to start the album. Groovy Tony slash Eddie Kane featuring Jadakiss. That was pretty good. Jadakiss was only in the Groovy Tony song, and then it switches up to Eddie Kane after that. And I like the part "When It's Done Love." That part or whatever towards the end of the song. I really like that part of Eddie Kane towards the end of the whole song. Uh, Ride Out was pretty good. By Any Means, I really liked. Dope Dealer was amazing. I really like Dope Dealer. With E40 just really slayed that track. I really like that. Um, Never Change is or Never Change, I guess you could call it, is not so bad. And Straight Ballin' is pretty good. It's just the overall sound of the album kind of feels a little dulled out, but I still thought it was a good album. Tukey Knows 2 is a great way to end the album. I guess to close the album, it's pretty good. Um, but overall, this album was good. Just, it was not the strongest album, I would say, that is gonna be memorable to listen to, but I still enjoyed it. Sorry if I'm not talking as much, but if you did like this album, then this album's for you. Which it is like 72 minutes long, so I was listening to it for a good hour and 12 minutes. But it was worth the listen. It was still a good album, despite the fact there were a couple tracks that weren't as great, but they still did alright. So out of 10, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. This was not a bad album. Some tracks felt a little dulled out towards the end of the album, but overall, I thought it was good. It is what it is. It's not going to be the best Schoolboy Q album, but it's good. But definitely comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the Schoolboy Q album, Blank Face LP, if you've heard it. And if you like this Tuesday album review, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can to support the channel. I will be returning to you tomorrow, probably going to be tomorrow night, for the Day to Remember Marathon album reviews. I got to see which one I'm starting with first. I have it in here. It's just somewhere buried in here. So give me a moment. It will be And Their Name Was Treason is the album I'm going to start with, leading all the way to Bad Vibrations, which I'm going to end it on July 15th for the last album they made. And then, yeah, I wanted to do this before You're Welcome comes out, because I don't know when it's coming out. It might come out in the fall or something. I don't know for sure. But hopefully it comes out soon. They may drop another single eventually. I hope they do, because I really do want another Day to Remember single. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this Tuesday album review. Sorry if I didn't make it as good as I could. I woke up a little bit early and I'm starting to get a little tired. Like tired aches or whatever. Like my body's aching a little bit, but I'll be okay for today. I got some sleep, but I'll be okay. But overall, yeah, this album didn't do so bad. Just a few tracks didn't seem like they were as great as I hoped they'd be. But I hope you enjoyed this Tuesday album review. Sorry for dragging it out for a little bit. Thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you in my next video.